Bentley was obsessed. Every night he'd pore over the blueprints to Dr. M's fortress, looking for a way to get into the Cooper vault. He soon came to the conclusion that there was no way inside unless the gang picked up a dedicated RC specialist, an expert who had mechanical and piloting skills far exceeding his own. After weeks of searching techie chat rooms, he finally found someone who could keep up with him intellectually. A gearhead genius out of Holland named Penelope. She politely declined our invitation to join the team, saying she only works for the best. Apparently, her idea of the best was her boss, the Black Baron, a big-time dogfighting champ up there in Holland. He's so good that he's even set up an international competition called Aces to attract worthy opponents. A few days later, she sent us a counteroffer. If our gang could manage to beat the Black Baron at his own game, then she'd know we weren't just a pack of jokers, and therefore, worth her time. So, we got busy. With no time to lose, Bentley and Murray worked to put a plane together, while I got my pilot license the fastest way possible. We'd proved to this Penelope that the Cooper gang was up for the challenge, even if we were making it all up as we went along.
See, Bentley was fooled by that little Photoshop job that Penelope did, but I could tell that it was shopped from some of the pixels and having seen a few shops in my day. Anyways, hello friends, this is Kevin, aka K-Man1, coming at you with another episode of Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. In the last episode, we finished up with our Australian shenanigans and gained a new crew member in the Guru. And in this episode, we are going to be checking out this whole Aces flight competition here in Holland and seeing what we can do with that. So, real quick, this is actually technically post-commentated, just because of awkwardness with the initial recording. And I didn't want to deprive you of a nice little establishing shot scene. But anyways, you are probably about to get an awkward cut as I go into my proper commentary. So, let's go for it.
If we're gonna succeed in this year's Aces competition, we'll need to learn who we're flying against.
What? They keep the flight roster a secret?
Correct. In years past, competitors would go out at night and sabotage each other's planes in preparation for the next day's dogfight.
I get it. So now they keep the lineup a secret, and no one knows who to mess with.
Precisely. Looks like you're a good pilot, but we've only got one plane, and you'll be up there against dozens of bogeys.
You know, normally I'd make some sarcastic remark about how overwhelmed I am by your confidence in me, but those are some grim odds. And, well, you know, I'm always up for some sabotage.
Glad to hear it. Now, the roster is kept secret from the pilots, but not from the event staff.
Do we have a mole on the inside?
Our friend, Dimitri, has been hired to give color commentary during the dogfights. He'll know where the roster's hidden. Scout him out somewhere in the hotel lobby. But be careful. If you start a fight with the other pilots, we'll be kicked out of the competition.
Sure, we all play nice until tomorrow. Then we blow each other to bits at 300 feet.
All right, yes, it is time to meet everyone's, well, not meet again, everyone's favorite lounge lizard, Dimitri. Pun very much intended.
You as a farm boy.
And obviously that was the pun they were going for when they made him an iguana. I don't even know what type of lizard he's supposed to be. But anyways, this is going to be another dialogue option cutscene type of thing.
That true?
And so, naturally, I am going to be showing only the required path right away. And we're going to need to intimidate him a bit. And so, for Dimitri, I say we should go ahead and just use a logical argument.
Tell me, you wouldn't have bothered showing up if you didn't want to talk, so spill it.
I know, but to talk is like sitting on an electric chair. The Baron has eyes and ears and fists. Dimitri will be discovered, and the jig is pinched.
All right. Well, now that we've got him at least kind of on our side, let's go ahead and just give him a compliment. Make him feel good about himself.
Man, like you can deal with this Black Baron. You've got the best fashion sense of anyone I know.
The fashion? Style? You're right. If I cannot dress him, I can certainly outsmart him. All is told through clothes. Okay, I'll talk a flight lineup if you agree to owe Dimitri a favor, which I'll collect in a few months of time.
A favor?
This no small time favor like, will you water my fish or feed my plant? No way, bro. This old school mafia blood pact favor, like movies, big time.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and agree to the favor.
Okay, Dimitri.
But I just want to really admire the logic there. If you can outdress a man, then you must be smarter than him. Like, it defies logic, but hey, that's why we love Dimitri. Anyways, now we know where the flight roster is, and in just a second, we're about to meet a couple of interesting characters.
Here comes Big Cheese.
I bid you all a most flamboyant welcome, my esteemed comrades of the skies. Welcome to another year of the Aces competition. We've got teams here from across the globe. Canada, Belgium, Ecuador, Iceland, Korea, and many, many more. Not the least of which is last year's deadly runner-up, Team Mugshot. This time we're gonna drill you jokers full of holes. Now, we all know that in years past, some teams have engaged in a little good-natured late-night hijinks. Like when Team Canada stole Ecuador's parachutes.
Or when Team Iceland sawed the landing gear off Korea's planes.
Or when Portugal put rat poison in Team Mugshot's coffee machine. Yes, that was also very funny, but no more. You know the rules. No one, absolutely no one, is to leave the hotel after sunset. If my guards catch you outside, you will be beaten to within an inch of your life. No exceptions. This will be a fair competition.
Same as last year and the year before. I've got the scars to prove it.
I bid you all an exuberant and exaggerated farewell, pilots. Tonight, sleep like geese. And tomorrow, soar like eagles, eh?
Alright, I went ahead and gave the Baron himself a chance to go ahead and introduce himself there. And I think you can probably agree with me that he is a very, very enjoyable character that we can definitely look forward to seeing more of in the future. But anyways, we are now going to head over to his castle fortress place in order to steal the flight roster, such that we can engage in some illicit behaviors. Very, very nice. And that's what we are here for when we're playing a Sly Cooper game, if we're being honest. Like, what's the fun of playing a stealth thief game if you're not actually gonna steal stuff and be sneaky? Am I right? But fun thing here is you can jump on these cheese wheels and they act like a springboard. Very, very cool. And I was trying to rail walk onto that thing under the bridge right there, but I'm gonna go ahead and pickpocket this guy. And ooh, wow. It's in this chapter that your potential pickpockets start getting really, really good, because up until this point, I think the best you could get was like 90 coins for a single pickpocket. but now it's just, you can get quite a bit. And obviously they get better as time goes on, but, see, 94 for a gold medal, very, very cool. And yeah, like I was saying, pickpocket rewards get better over time, which is to be expected, but, and I'll just crawl through over here. That's to be expected. But if you are looking to grind pickpocketing, this is probably the best chapter to start doing so. But obviously, the last chapter would be the best if you're really just trying to grind money as quickly as possible. And so, I feel like I've wasted a lot of time kind of running around in circles, so I am just going to book it straight towards the castle gate area and see about climbing up. So, let's go ahead and swing across, a little bit of a platforming challenge, and normally I would be quiet while Baron is crossing the bridge, but I'm going to be using it for an end slate, so I'm just going to go ahead and run past it. Something that still remains about this game is that if you're in an area with a lot of things you can possibly interact with the circle button, then the game sometimes has a little bit of a difficult time registering registering which one you're trying to interact with. And something worth mentioning is that you can actually get caught here if he's facing the window while you walk past it, so you gotta be careful about your positioning. It's pretty easy to... okay, will it put me back up? Okay, the game is trolling me, I'm just gonna cut back to the top. Alright, and back here, and hopefully the game is not going to continue trolling me, and we will be able to get up to the top nice and easy. And we are, and so now Sly is going to knock, well, there's no ladder, so he's just gonna knock down one of those catapults, is the point I'm trying to get at. Ugh, I can't talk right now, so I don't know why I'm trying to do commentary, but I mean, I kinda, I mean, it's not my job by any stretch of the imagination. Like, I'm not making any currency off of this, but it's something I enjoy doing, and it is something, like, I at least want to finish projects that I start, insofar as, like, you know, I started playing the Sly game, so I might as well finish them up. Also, as a point of conversation, that move Sly just used to knock it down, we don't actually have access to it yet, so I don't know how he used it. Like, that is a purchasable power-up, but it's not something we can actually get yet. And I haven't played as Bentley in the field yet, but we got the rocket hover pack extension boost thingy jump mechanics. That's not the official name by any stretch, but oh my goodness. This is what makes Bentley such a fun character to play, because he gets 4 jumps, and so you can either just like jump up super high and scale really tall buildings, or you can make your jumps go very, very long distance, and it is fantastic.
Sage's intel is accurate. The flight roster should be logged behind one of the paintings in this hangar.
Alright, so now we are in the hangar, and this is possible if you don't have the extended hover pack thing, but naturally it is a lot easier if you have more jumps, and the code is 223, so let's go ahead and put that in. If memory serves, it's in a predetermined location, but I can never remember whether it is or not, so I'm just going to go ahead and check all of them. Or at least all of them until I find it. I'm pretty sure it's always in, like, the third one going clockwise, but I completely forgot what the code was. It's like I saw it, but I didn't, like, register it in my memory. I got distracted by Black Baron talking behind me, if I'm being completely honest. Not that I'm, like, blaming him, but it's his fault. And there's the flight roster, so we are done here.
Okay, fellas. According to the Aces flight lineup, we'll be flying against Team Iceland and Team Belgium in tomorrow's semi-final round. As you're all aware, we've only got a single plane, while our opponents will be flying 15 apiece. You got that, guys? That's 30-to-1 odds against us. In order to give us a fighting chance, we'll need to pit these two teams against each other. First, Murray and Sly will paddle through the sewers beneath town to get access to an air vent leading into Team Iceland's hotel room. Steal one of their trademark Viking helmets, then head over to Team Belgium's hangar. Vandalize one of their aircraft, then plant the helmet in order to frame Team Iceland for the damage. Next, Murray and I will steal one of Team Belgium's monogrammed handkerchiefs. Meanwhile, the Guru will break into the Team Iceland supply truck carrying their lucky ice sculpture. Sly will steal the art and then place the handkerchief insinuating Team Belgium for the crime. Get it? We frame both teams so they'll be gunning for each other and not Sly in the semifinals. All the while, I'll be setting up defenses around the Team Cooper air hangar. You never know when one of the other teams might come looking to do us some harm.
Listen, pal, we both know who will win in a fight between the two of us. I'm not looking to start something here, but you know I'll finish it.
True that, Raccoon. In the mano-a-mano, you win. But look around, you soft sock. It's a supersized aviator blowout. Start the fight in hotel, and disqualification will be yours. You want that, Jack?
You might want to think about talking, pal. I could always rat you out to the Black Baron, then you'd be out of a job.
I'd have no job, and you'd have no nada flight lineup. Go ahead, blow that whistle. I'll be seeing you in the loser's hot dog banquet.